So you've never swallowed a suppository?
What the fuck?
You said that like it's normal. Okay.
I got hit in the head by a magpie outside a church. That was my sign to stay away.
Really? Damn, you got
There
attacked.
was a lot of blood, yeah.
She told me like fucking in a graveyard. That turned her on. I was like,
Oh, it's Catholic
Change
schoolgirls. That's what it is. Yeah.
they love it.
She's got her fingers in my throat. I've got a bucket.
No.
We're
That's probably
panicking.
what I would do. You just vomit that shit up.
So the clients shit on me.
That is another fear I have as well. Is accidentally shitting on a client.
tell-
If you want to masturbate on camera, today's the day.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah. If you feel stressed, feel free. Go for it.
Well, everyone did
Yep.
miss out when Kiara had her feet up to the camera earlier. I know
That's
we had to
true.
cut that bit out,
That's
actually. Sorry to all the feet lovers out there.
But listen, if you do want to get some feet pics, there's somewhere they can go.
The night is young.
That's it, exactly.
I do have a very special announcement, important announcement to make. This episode is brought to you by our very new sponsors,
Yes.
Raven Accountants. They specialize in sex worker friendly accounting services. They personally do both mine and Mark's
And
taxes
Kiara's.
as well.
And there you go. And yours.
We're all part of Raven.
Let's
Oh my
go.
God. So there you
All
go.
right.
That's what more endorsement do you need?
Exactly,
so
yeah.
the link to Raven is in the description. So make sure you check them out. And if you're not a sex worker and you're listening to this, they can still do your taxes for you. They specialize in basically all
Everything.
all
They're
financial
experts.
services.
Do you know what I love?
Experts at everything in life.
Do you know what I love about like sex worker accountants? They're so fucking chill. And like even if you aren't that sex worker, it's like you're not gonna have that awkward like feeling judgy. Whereas Raven are just like, if you fuck up and like, you know, spread your legs when I see something. It's nothing I haven't seen before. It's chill.
So Ryan from
awesome.
Raven, he like will be eyeing out my stories and he'll be like, oh yeah, make sure you get the receipt of that. make sure I'll be taking note of that for next year. And I'm like, oh, thank you, sir.
He's like, great video, but make sure that vibrator, that's tax deductible, okay?
That's
It was-
exactly right.
Yeah, it's epic.
Sorry about that you lost your laptop, but the receipt, please.
I feel like it's such an appropriate sponsor as well, considering you used to be an accountant.
I did. So it is CAT approved and vetted. So yeah, to everyone who didn't know, I did used to be a chartered accountant. So when I say that, they know their shit.
Yep.
I also know my shit.
Exactly. So everyone dump your accountant right now. Go with Raven.
Yeah, please break up with them right now,
Yeah.
immediately. CAT approved.
There you go. Happy days.
I am loving that the lipstick is matching your headphones.
I know. I put them on before. I was like, I finally everything kind of worked together
And the
today.
nails, and I put the red hat on. We had this planned. Where's your red?
did.
Why didn't you
That's
didn't give me the
fucked
memo?
up. I'm so sorry. I thought you messaged her. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Yeah, we
What
planned
kind
the
of
red
husband
thing.
are you?
I know. I'm so sorry. That's my bad. But the red looks good. You're killing it. Kiara, how you been? What's been happening?
I've been good. I retired this year.
You
What?
retired?
Retired?
Yeah, did you guys not read that?
What do you
What?
mean?
No.
Oh, so I retired
From what?
like sex work full service. So I retired
Didn't
2
you do a
months
booking
ago.
yesterday?
Yes.
Out of retirement.
So I retired and I've had this plan for years, right? I was like, as soon as I hit 30, I'm fucking done. I'm going to walk away from the industry. I've spent the last like 18 months making plans.
Yeah.
And then I like fucked off for 2 months and I got like 2 weeks in and I'm like, oh my God, I fucking miss it so much.
Did you announce your
Really?
retirement?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I announced it and everything and I came back and everyone's like, I thought you were retiring, and they were getting really angry. And I'm like, you think I didn't think I was retiring? Like, that was the plan.
It is because girls girls do fake retirements.
Oh yeah, no, mine was definitely planned. And then I was like, I love my job. I miss it so much. I have to go back.
Interesting. What did you miss so much? Like, what happened in that 2 weeks where you're
What's
like,
not
fuck,
to miss?
Yeah. I think,
working? Like, what? Come on. At least if I retired, I think I'd be retired forever. I'd be like, fuck this. I'm on a beach now. Done.
well, I was talking to my therapist about it because I was like, oh, by the way, I went back to work. She's like, what? And she's like, why would you do that? And I'm like, look, I sat down and I was thinking about like all my experiences, like I see a lot of like long-term clientele and stuff, and I get to watch them grow as people and have fun and like let their hair down, and I get to be a part of that growing experience and meet so many interesting people. And I was like, in the real world, you just don't get those opportunities. Like people are a lot more closed off.
Yeah.
You know, everyone who retires always ends up coming back. I know lots of girls that have done well, obviously the fake retirements aside, I know lots of girls that have done the real retirements, and it's not long before they all come back.
And everyone's like, oh, you definitely came back for the money. I'm like,
But even if you did come back for the money, who gives a fuck?
yeah.
Do you have that?
I just came back because I like getting fucked.
That too.
I got horny after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you have a new appreciation for work now that you're
So
like,
much more.
yeah.
Oh, good.
So much more. I really thought, I originally thought that I was in this for different reasons. But then like after taking that time off, I was like, oh no, I fucking love it. And I don't want to love it. And I don't want to love this career. But in my heart, I just can't get enough.
That's awesome.
There's nothing wrong with loving this career, I don't think.
Did you have, when you retired, did you have like a retirement plan?
Yeah.
You're like, this is what I'm going to do to keep me busy?
Yeah, because you were living overseas.
Yeah, I moved overseas. I was studying. I had
what were you
like
studying?
How
all
old are you
these.
studying?
So I do like full beauty therapy stuff now.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I was going to uni as well. So I had a full blown retirement plan. I had my retirement savings and everything. And I
You
was
sound like my dad right now. All right, so you had a full plan. Are you still studying now? Are you still doing your retirement plan like 50-50, or are you just like full back into work and fuck retirement?
That face.
Yeah, that looks like full back into work.
Look, I would love another career,
No.
but there's nothing I can think that I would love to do.
Yeah.
So I mean, look,
Fair.
I know now I've got the backups, and if I wanted
Yep.
to retire, I have that plan. Whether I'll use it or not in my lifetime,
Okay.
I highly
Well,
doubt.
the beauty thing, the beauty stuff, that's definitely a plus for this industry, I think. I mean, look how cute your hair is.
Killing it.
Space buns.
Yeah. I was half expecting you to say you were going to get into Lego building or something like that, since our last chat, but that's,
Oh yes,
fair
our
enough, yeah.
little Lego
drive.
competition.
yeah, exactly.
Those
Kat has no
pyramids.
idea what we're talking about.
I feel like this must have been something I was not privy to.
No, you went to bed early. You missed
Oh,
out.
was this after the awards?
Yeah.
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 And
yes.
I dragged you to the after party and then left you
Drag,
after
no,
2
I had
minutes.
fun. Yeah, that was cool.
I was
I
like,
did
Mark,
hear
don't
about
make
that.
me go alone. And I get there and I'm
Actually,
like,
yeah, hang
bye.
on. Where the fuck did you go?
I said to you, I was like, do you want to come? Oh, I don't know what I can say on here. Do you want
Do you want to
wanna
come and
come?
have fun?
No.
No.
Do you know what it
well,
wasn't that? It was, do you want to come take MDMA and watch The Simpsons for 6 hours with me?
Oh my God, that's two of Mark's favourite things to do.
That's
He
true.
wasn't interested. He was
That's
like,
true.
nah.
I was having, listen, you took me to this party. I was having fun.
It was
a
a
good
fun
party.
party.
Yeah.
They're a good crew.
They're an amazing crew. There were, you probably know them too. Our secret spot people.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the ones that like we nearly punched on with because they tried to steal our award.
What? Whoa, wait, I need to hear this story.
So the girl, I forget her name. The girl was a little bit,
Jess
was a bit upset that we won the award.
I'm sure they're probably listening. That's fine.
Which
I don't care.
award?
They tried to take our
Their
award. They
podcast
can hear
award.
that.
Yeah, they were a little bit upset.
Yeah, basically said to my face that they should have won it. So that's okay.
But
I don't
other than
care.
that,
They can
party
hear
was
that.
chill. It was fun. Did you end up watching Simpsons on MDMA?
Yes.
The fuck, that does sound good.
Do you know what? Every award show, I do the same thing. Do you remember when I had the fuck it? I was like, so I'm not a big drinker
Tell me.
for anyone that doesn't know. And fucking poor Mark, I had my big fur jacket and I'm like, everyone's stealing the wine and I just kind of want to go on a rampage and steal shit.
Yes. Okay, I remember
And
this
I
now.
was going table to table stealing desserts and I like had, we had over 6 and I was like, Mark, you're going to have to help me grab more.
Because I didn't know what was going on. She's like, all right, let's go to the after party. I'm like, cool. And you're walking weird and shit. And I'm like, is she okay? Like, what's going on? And then you look into Jake. I don't know how much. You had like bottles of wine. You had
No, I
desserts.
didn't have any wine. I had the lube and the desserts.
Okay, sorry, the loot. There was so much in your jacket. I'm like, what are you doing? You're
I
like,
did hear
quick, let's
someone
go.
was going around stealing the loot.
It was Kiara. Okay. Yeah.
Look, I wasn't the only one. But
well,
as I said,
I don't think
everyone
there was
was...
anything left after you went around the tables, just saying.
I didn't even realize there was lube up for grabs. Otherwise, I probably would have gone around stealing it too. I go through
missed out.
kilos of that.
Kilos.
The
I'm telling you.
awards are still sponsoring my sex life. It's still the lube I've got.
Do you have like a go-to loop? Do you have like one that you have to use, or are you just like, whatever, it doesn't matter? Sex party award.
I prefer
loop?
the silicone-based ones.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like they last longer. The water ones, I feel like do nothing. Oh, actually, I just tried. Speaking of dry vaginas,
Speaking of dry vaginas,
I tried these new things. I think I've got them over there. They're these new things called Something Pops. I wish I knew the name of them so I could give them a
Something
little
Pops.
shout out.
Have you heard of Something
I've got
Pops?
them over there.
No, they wanted the awards.
Okay,
so she
hold on.
doesn't
Wait,
have them
let
yet.
me get.
All right, let's see.
Ooh.
I feel like this is another sponsor.
I would love if they sponsored, to be honest, and just sent me a whole bunch of free things. Okay, what are they?
We love having wet
Katura
pussies.
Pops? Is
Let
that
me have a
really?
look.
Is that what it's called? I don't remember that. Them having a difficult
They're
name.
cat pops.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
there you go, cat pop. So,
There you go.
so you basically, so an
Suppositories.
hour before sex,
Yeah.
you basically insert one into
Yep.
your vag. Yep, and
Yep.
it lubes it up. I'm telling you, oh my god, I was
Great.
like gushing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know
This morning when I
someone-
woke up, I used it yesterday for the first time. This morning when I woke up, I was like still wet.
Damn.
Yeah.
Someone
Okay.
was actually asking me last week. They're like, "Hey, like, what do you do?" I'm like, "Oh, I don't really have that problem." Do you know
Okay,
the fucking
I do
problem?
have that problem. I think it's dehydration. I don't drink enough water, and I think that's what it is.
See, I have the opposite.
Kiara's putting like tampons to dry herself up during sex. She's like, there's too much.
I was
Never
on
too
this.
much.
I was on this dinner date, right? And I'm kind of like a let your shit breathe kind of girl. So I regularly forget underwear, and I had.
Forget. You just forget.
I can't
on
even sit
purpose.
around the
Yeah.
house unless I'm wearing underwear.
Really? Well, I like was at this fucking restaurant with a client. I had like a brown dress on, and then this guy's like cologne just came into my nose, and I just felt like
Okay.
my
the
pussy
cologne did
getting
it.
wet. It did.
Damn.
And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh my God, it's not going to dry if I'm sitting on it. So I had to stand up and like hold it as a fist, pull it up over my butt and like walk in the weirdest thing.
Oh my God.
And the client's like, you fast? And I'm like, no, it's fine. You can go.
stop.
I wish I
Stop.
had that problem. I get so
Jesus.
excited. We're on the
That's
odd
awesome.
occasion that I get naturally like really gushing. I get so excited. I grab that shit. I'm like rubbing it all over my client's face. I'm like
You're
smothering
like,
it. I'm just like making the most of it. It's like a
raining
fucking,
up in
yeah,
there.
it's like it's like a water sports party. I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. Just get this
So-
shit everywhere, like smothering him in it.
So speaking of liquids going everywhere, I
love how this started with, speaking of dry vagina, now speaking of liquids going everywhere.
Gushing pussy. Yeah.
Yes,
I
hit me.
had this threesome with Kay the other day, and like she's here, like there's a guy here, she's sucking his dick. I'm on my like on all fours, and I don't know how it happened, but I'm getting hit in my back with spit, and I'm like, how? It just must have gone.
Oh, hello.
It was very wet.
Damn, this
Yeah.
sounds fun.
It was hot.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh.
Hello.
Yeah.
Was this OnlyFans scene or what was going on here? Or was this is this back from
was-
retirement scene?
It was more like
I don't think it was
a little bit of fun.
No,
Yeah.
okay. This is
When
fun.
in Rome, why
All
not?
right, fuck yeah. Let's go. We'll talk about that a little bit later, maybe. Yes. Sounds
Why?
good.
You want to volunteer for the next one?
No, we'll see. We'll see.
I don't feel like Mark's want to say no to a group session.
Yeah, listen, there's enough in here to go around, I think. So
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, get on that shit. I was like
I
shocked.
love that it's actually named after you too.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah.
Yep, cat pops. That's exactly what
Cat
they
pops.
are. Yes, cat approved.
Yeah.
Get on those. I'll see if I can remember where I bought them from, and I'll put the link.
Just
down
don't
below.
get confused. These actually look like tablets.
No, I know. I had
Yeah.
to like keep them somewhere separate because I was like, one day I'm going to ingest one and like
Yeah.
vomit up lube or something.
just be like-
and a lubey vomit.
So you've never
Well,
swallowed
yeah.
a suppository?
What the fuck?
You said that like it's normal. Okay, tell us about it.
Like one of the poo suppositories.
So
The ones that go up your ass.
no, in your pussy. So
What?
I had So
Oh, the boric acid ones.
Have you ever swallowed a suppository? Just asking, yeah. I have, yeah. It's
Look,
like
it
when you
wasn't on
play.
purpose.
It's like when you play Never Have I Ever, and someone's like, "Never have I ever gone to a church at 7 a.m., had a threesome, and blah blah," and they're like, "Oh yes, that's
I got hit in the head by a magpie outside a church. That was my sign to stay away.
really." Damn, you got
It was
attacked.
a lot of blood. Yeah.
So that's the reason you're no longer religious. It was
No,
like a
that-
sign from the devil to stay away.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
fair
did
call.
suck dick in the car park there when I was like 15. So
Oh.
I think
Oh.
it was the bird coming back for vengeance.
Dude, there's a thing with girls about loving sex and church.
Oh, yeah,
Every single girl I've ever met.
It's the Catholic girl.
Okay, you're the only person that I've. Every
my
girl,
audience.
and Linda as well loves. She told me like
it-
fucking in a graveyard that turned her on. I was like,
Oh, it's Catholic
Change rooms?
schoolgirls. That's what it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
they love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It is.
It's like universal. Except
Yeah, I
for
used to
you.
have fantasies about doing
No.
it in like the confessional booths and stuff,
Yeah.
like in high
Okay.
school. Yeah.
What would be your favorite place then? You what, sorry?
That is so one of one. I've never heard that before.
Oh my god! Did you go to private school? Like a Catholic school? Oh, see, there you go. You didn't have churches. Trust me. If you had a church at your school, because it's just like everything's very like forbidden there.
It is.
When things are forbidden, it makes you extra horny.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
When you tell someone not to do something, the only thing they can think about then is, oh, I just want to do that.
Yeah.
I was at an event recently and like...
Hang on, I'm so sorry. We'll get to that. Back to suppositories.
Oh, yes, back to
Tell
the
us about
suppository thing. So
swallowing
I fixed my
suppositories.
technical issue. Let's get back to that.
And then we'll get
That
to
is
the
the
next
most
story.
important story.
I want to hear eating up suppositories. Go for it.
So
Wait, okay, so what kind of suppository was it?
it was for like thrush.
Okay.
I was like,
yeah.
I was like young. I'm talking like before, like I was maybe 22.
Okay.
So a while ago, and me and my friend, we went to Chemist Warehouse, and I remember we were trying to get these like suppositories, and they were so rude, and we felt like we were being slut shamed and treated like we were like idiots. And we walk out of there, and we're like, they're so mean. They just treated us like we were so stupid. And we go back to my house, and I like put the tablet in my mouth, and then it came with like this little thing, and I'm
You're like,
like,
"What's that
I
for?"
pulled the thing out, and I'm like,
the
the
applicator?
applicator,
Yeah.
and I'm like, the fuck? And then I turned the box over, and it's like, do not ingest, do not swallow, and I'm like, so me and my friend are sitting there. She's got her fingers in my throat. I've got a bucket,
No.
and so
That's
we're
probably what I would do. You just
panicking.
vomit that shit up.
So then we had to go call Chemist Warehouse, and we're going, hey, like, is she gonna die? Like, how quick do we need to get to
They would
emergency?
have thought you would have been as well. They're like,
I
these two bimbos.
And after we were like, they treated us like we were stupid, and we proved them so right. And so my friend turns around on the phone trying to make me feel better. She's like, oh, you know, this must happen to people like all the time, right? And the
Oh, what a
chick's
good
like,
friend.
No, I've never heard of this happening.
Yeah, no, I think
So-
that's it. So you survived?
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you figured out where to put it.
Yeah, I had to buy a new one. We had to go back to get a new one, and it was the most
Embarrassing.
embarrassing thing ever.
Idiots.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What? Did you feel sick or you just vomited it up or what happened?
No, I couldn't vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I survived. I don't know. I survived.
Okay, well, no oral thrush then. I think you're good to go.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
Wait, and no gag reflex, boys. Just hear that. I wish
That's why you couldn't vomit. Yeah,
I wish the
okay.
amount of times I've almost vomited on a client's dick. Like,
Oh, really?
almost. Haven't. Yeah, but I feel like one day I'm going to vomit on a dick one day, probably.
Yeah. As a guy, that's a scary thought.
Well,
Because
no, I've been asked for it. Like, I've had a guy be like, can you vomit on my dick? And I'm like, oh, no. If it's an accident, different story, but on purpose?
I feel like
no,
that's
thank
something
you.
that sounds good until you have smell of vomit everywhere. And then you're like, ugh. But as a guy, it's weird, okay?
Hey, don't
Let me-
kink shame.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, as a guy, this is the problem, all right? Because it's kind of sexy hearing a girl like gag a little bit, and that's kind of hot. So you're like, I want to hear that, but then there's a fine line between like gagging and hot to like throwing up all over me and then
Yeah.
like being gross.
I've definitely thrown up a little bit, but like not
You've
enough
kept it
for
in.
it to.
Good
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Keep that in.
But that genuine fear of mine, yeah.
I'm petrified. Like vomit is the one thing where I'm like I've had clients shit on me.
That is another fear I have as well. Is accidentally shitting on a
Okay,
client.
tell me, is this on purpose? Is the guy like, I want to shit on you? Or is it just like,
No.
just,
So there was
Shut
this.
himself.
There was this one time
he's
I
like, you're
remember.
that good.
I know there was this one time with a client, and he was so like we had a pretty big day. And I remember looking down and I was like, you know when it's dark and you're like, oh my God, did I just get my period on these white sheets?
Oh no, could you smell something?
Okay.
Not at first. And then it's
you
like,
could see something, yeah.
Yeah, I could see something and I'm trying to like feel and I'm like, fuck,
Is it me? What's going
And
on?
then the smells started coming.
No.
And then by the moment that I realized, he flipped me over onto the fucking shit. So I'm like,
No, stop.
and it's like
You
2
were
in
not
the
rubbed
morning.
into the shit.
Oh, I was.
No, you weren't.
And
Are you
so,
serious?
Yeah. And it was 2 in the morning, and I was like trying to call people, and I'm like, if I get in this Uber and think about it, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh,
and so I had
no.
to call someone in America. I'm like, just don't ask me why I need you to stay on the phone to me right now, but I need you to stay on the
just need
phone
to
to
be
me
distracted.
until I get in my shower.
Oh,
and then I
no.
like.
So
Get
hang
old.
on, I'm trying to like
Yeah,
picture
how
this.
do you
Did this-
accidentally shit if you're a guy? I mean, girls, I mean, you know, there's a lot of
This
things
guy did it
going
on
up
purpose for
asses
sure.
and a lot of things being rubbed up against
Because
things.
it was like watery.
Oh, so you had like diarrhea?
Yeah, it was definitely
no.
diarrhea.
Oh, this poor. So, hang on. Was it?
She's like, no.
That's my worst fear as well. Like I get so scared that that's going to happen to me one day because there's been a
That
few
you're
times.
going to get shit on?
No, that
you're
I'll
gonna shit on
accidentally
someone.
shit. Yeah, because there's been a
Yeah.
few times where I've been like in the middle of getting fucked, and I'm like, oh, I can feel something,
it's
and then I
dangerous.
can't just stop here mid fuck and be like, hey, sorry, just let me go to the toilet for 10 minutes.
You like living life on the edge. You just like risking it. SD card almost full, almost shitting on people.
So I have to hold that in, and then there's been times where like he'll like be really grinding up against it, and I'm like, oh god, this is just.
So hang on. Okay, this happens. So you get rolled over and you're like, this man just shit himself. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you get the fuck out of there? Are you like, excuse me, sir? I think you just shut yourself. Like, what happens here? What do you do? What is a protocol for this?
That's a good question. How did you get out?
Okay, so we keep having sex. I don't want to hear
What?
I know.
You're a trooper.
I am a trooper.
Holy shit! You really love your job. You're like, listen.
And I
Look,
knew
and
thought
I
you were
wouldn't
going to
wanna-
leave this job
I know.
and never get shit on again.
I know.
You would have missed out. Yeah.
I know. All that shit. How will it ever go not on my
I
body?
know. How do you live your life without the constant
That's
thought
what
of,
happened
is
after
this
2
client going to
weeks.
shit on me
She's
today?
like, I just missed the excitement.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
I'm a trooper. Like I'll
on
sit
you.
there and
No
I'll
shit.
like, and then I remember we went in the shower, and that's when he realized. So,
So he didn't even.
no,
Wow.
so we go in the shower and like rinse off, and I'm like, a rinse isn't gonna cut it. Like I need like
You need a scrub.
antibacterial scrub.
Yeah.
And I'm like, until I get back to mine, I'm not gonna fucking sit there being like gagging while I'm scrubbing myself. I
Yeah.
feel like it'd be a little bit unprofessional.
So you need to wash your hair and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we walk out, and like obviously there's like shit stains all over the bed, and he just kind of grabs the top sheet and like while he like I'm half following him and like rips it over and then like poses really like
Stop.
on the bed like nothing happened.
Stop.
Like
Bro, I
He
would be
never-
burning those sheets. I'd be.
he never booked me again. That was the
I-
last
yeah.
time.
I don't blame him. How
We'd been
embarrassing.
seeing each other for 2 years.
Yeah,
and that was the
that would
last
be a breakup
time.
scenario. Yeah, if something that embarrassing happened, done. I'm never seeing that
really?
person
Yeah.
ever again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
See you, bye. Yeah.
See, like-
removing that from existence.
Block, delete.
Yeah,
See, for
never.
me, I'm just like, and I think
You're
that-
a trooper though.
Yeah, and I think that's what I specialize in. Like a lot of my clientele, especially at the moment, like I go on some pretty weird rants about like dinosaurs and shit. Like, and we
Okay, hang on. Tell me about the dinosaurs.
I got beef with Vetta Pasta.
With what?
With who?
Vetta Pasta.
What's Vetta Pasta?
Is that a
It's
dinosaur?
a pasta. It's a pasta company.
Made out of dinosaurs.
Oh, it's a pasta company.
is. So
Are you talking about the dinosaur pastas?
yeah.
Well, I don't know about dinosaur pastas.
So
Oh,
no,
yeah, there's
If
pasta
I-
shaped
this-
like a dinosaur.
Is this
Yeah.
a thing?
Yeah,
Okay,
It's just
tell me
pasta
more.
that's shaped like a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Good.
It's been my golden rule. If I'm going to eat carbs, they've got to be shaped fun, like dinosaurs.
Oh my
But
God.
The thing that shits me about Vetta, and I'm so sorry, Vetta, I love your pasta, but they only have high fiber dinosaur pasta. And
That's
I
better.
want, no, I want the high protein.
Not if you don't want to get shit on by clients. You don't want to have high fiber
I want-
dinosaurs.
Yeah, I want high protein dinosaur pasta.
I don't even. Does high protein pasta even exist?
They have a whole
You do-
range,
these-
just
these
not
are-
shaped like
Can I see
dinosaurs.
a picture?
These are for children, right? Just asking.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
these are the. You do.
No, these are for
are the
grown,
ones that-
strong, independent women. Okay.
Exactly.
That's exactly what they're
pasta
marketed
for
towards.
hookers, okay?
Okay.
Look, I do love my dinosaur pasta.
Okay.
Do you eat like the dinosaur chicken nuggets and stuff as well?
Yes.
So,
Yes, I do.
so when you
For my birthday meal, I made the fucking volcano. This is all I wanted for my 30th. The volcano made out of mashed
When
potato
was your birthday,
with
by
the
the way?
gravy.
was that?
June.
Oh, okay.
June. Yeah, I'm getting old.
Yeah, aren't we all?
And then I had like little trees, little broccolis as trees, and then dinosaurs everywhere. And then the gravy boat, and I put it in, and it was so fun. I love
Is
dinosaurs.
this the cake that you ate by yourself in your hotel room?
Yes.
So, all right. So
What a
you
way
have-
to send a 30th.
So you have a client, and he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna hire this woman. She seems very like she's a trooper. She's put together.
Sophisticated.
She's sophisticated. Look at
Yeah.
her, this outfit. She's." And then you rock up, and you're like, "So, dinosaur pasta thoughts?
Yeah.
Where's it
what's
at?
your favorite dinosaur?
What?
No,
what
is that a
I think
first date question? Like your Tinder bio is.
tells
if
a lot
you're-
about a person,
If you
yeah.
don't like, I'm trying to think of a dinosaur name. If you-
T-Rex.
Yeah, if you don't
Yeah.
like T-Rexes, then this isn't going to work.
Are you. Which your? You don't even know your favorite dinosaur.
Littlefoot.
Oh, you watched.
I love Littlefoot.
Okay, recently.
That's what got me.
I'm a 90s baby, guys. Okay.
Wow, I have so much more respect for you. Like it just went up another
I
level.
feel like, what? Surely the respect for me should have been at the roof already.
It's like it's up there, but it went above the roof. It's like in this
Do
Littlefoot.
Have you had this discussion with people, Mark, and you're like, do you remember Land Before Time? And they're like, yeah, I think the older generations watch that. I'm like,
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
now at the age
We're
where I'm
old.
like, back in
Listen,
my day.
yeah, we're old. Like, listen,
Jerry,
we're doing
I
that
have
shit.
Kids are not
Yeah.
going outside much anymore these
Yeah,
days. The kids
listen,
should all be outside. Last
old.
week,
I'll just admit
last week, Mark was like, kids shouldn't even be allowed on social media. Let's
Yeah.
get them off social media.
Yeah, exactly. I'm old, okay. But look, yeah, that's honestly, I got high and watched that recently. I was like, this is the best show ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
where the fuck was my info?
That's true. I'm so sorry. So next time. But it's so good. It's
Yeah.
the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite dinosaur? Hang on, I will judge you, by the way. This is very important.
What do I look? What kind
We
of
might just kick
dinosaur
you
do
off
I
the-
look like?
Oh, I don't want to say that.
Look, there's two that I'm in love with, and I don't know if I could choose between the two.
Pterodactyl?
Yes,
Yeah, I thought you were pterodactyl.
I am a
You look like a
pterodactyl.
pterodactyl.
I don't want to say it. I'm like,
Yeah,
you're wrong.
pterodactyl energy.
Don't want to like offend you, but you're definitely pterodactyl.
I'm a
energy,
pterodactyl.
Yeah.
You know what? In year 2, we had to adopt dinosaurs. This was when my love came about.
Okay.
And I
feel like we
remember-
all learned about dinosaurs in year 2.
Yeah.
Right? It was like a
Yeah.
curriculum
Well,
thing.
yeah, little kids like dinosaurs, right? It's like, how do I get them to enjoy learning? Hey,
And
dinosaurs.
30-year-old women. But
Yeah.
go on. Yeah.
It breaks my heart. My nephews are too young to watch Jurassic Park with me still.
How old are they?
Well, they can watch Land
Like
Before
8
Time,
and
though.
6.
They can watch Jurassic Park, can't they?
No, it's pretty
I
scary.
mean,
Is it?
Apparently.
Dinosaurs eating people.
Yeah, that's what their parents said.
Come on.
I was keen.
can just, like,
They're
fast
they
forward
will
the-
have nightmares. I'm like, oh, I don't see them at night, so it's fine with me.
Yeah, exactly. It's
But
your
the
problem.
parents.
Okay.
Oh, so what's the other dinosaur you reckon I like?
What's the really big one that's like friendly with the big neck?
That's the Littlefoot. But
Yeah,
the big
Littlefoot.
version.
Yeah, what's
Big
that?
I'm
Littlefoot.
trying to think of what the dinosaur name for Littlefoot is.
Let's,
It's that one.
yeah, let me look it up.
The long
Okay.
neck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the long neck
Yeah,
one.
you're
is
not a
it called?
T-Rex.
Something
Yeah.
saurus, something, I think.
Long foot,
I think.
a little foot dinosaur.
Yeah, Littlefoot dinosaur, that's the
Little
one.
foot.
Basically, all of the dinosaurs from Land Before Time, like all of the little friendship group, they all slapped.
Yeah. My other favorite
And
dinosaur.
Ducky's a cute one. From,
Yeah.
I don't know
Oh,
what
he
dinosaur
was-
she
Oh, I
is.
have a ducky in my suitcase. I have 2 dinosaurs in my suitcase right now.
Like
Don't
the
even
Ducky
ask.
the dinosaur or an actual
With
ducky?
you?
I have 2 soft
fucking
toys with
incredible.
dinosaurs, and I put them around my room, and you can just leave them
And then the
randomly.
clients come in and it's just like, hi, meet my...
Yeah, they all comment on
Say
it.
hello.
And then I
Brachio-
have a Jurassic Park.
Brachiosaurus, sorry.
Is that-
Brachiosaurus.
yeah, that
Yep.
sounds right.
Yep,
Yeah.
all it
Okay.
is.
Oh, yep,
we have
right.
T-Rex. Oh, we have a Triceratops. That was the other dude in there. Yeah, we got a few here.
So my other favorite is a Velociraptor.
I feel like
okay.
that's like the standard classic favorite dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty badass.
Yeah.
Like T-Rex is like mainstream, okay?
Yeah, but if you're
it's
like
kinda
a real
badass.
dinosaur lover, you'll say a velociraptor.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair. All right.
I'm pretty sure that's like Ross from Friends. I'm pretty sure he's
Oh,
like a
he was big on-
velociraptor guy.
He was a
yeah.
big dinosaur dude. That's
Yeah.
true. All right. There you go. All right, so after this, we'll be watching Littlefoot, okay? Yep, stick around for it.
Dude, it's so expensive. It's like $20 a fucking video, and
It
there's like
is. It's
15 of them.
ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Are these on like Disney?
No, you got to buy them individually.
Oh,
I think I hide it off like YouTube
you
or
know
something
what?
last time I watched it.
The corporate, everyone's capitalizing on the 90s right now. So if you are into anything in the 90s right now, you're paying a premium for that.
Yeah, true.
But the kids don't like it like we did.
Well,
I
no,
try and get them into like all of my nieces, all of my nephews, anyone that I've ever babysat. I'm like,
Dinosaurs.
Littlefoot, and then they're like,
like, "Nah."
this is so lame.
Yeah.
It's like it's the same with Pokemon.
I was about to say,
I mean,
everyone's into
people
Pokemon still.
These fake Pokemon fans, and I'm like, hey, well, I was watching it back in the day before it was cool, actually.
But you know the problem? There's like 4 billion Pokemon now.
Yeah, well, so I stopped watching it when they just kept
Yeah.
going,
It
and I
used to
was
be like
you know,
150 or something. It was, like, easy to
they
remember.
made a Pokemon out of trash, and I was like,
Trashamon or something.
yeah, it was. I can't remember what it was called, but it was literally just trash.
Yeah.
It was just a bag of trash with
It's
some
too
eyes
much.
on it, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay, I think we
Gone too far.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
creative juices have just
We're
stopped
sounding
now.
so old, guys. Just so you know.
Anyway,
So-
clients shitting on people.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
So
another story?
this is how I've derailed. So
Yeah.
with like, I feel like with my clientele, like obviously I can do the really nice professional chill thing, but the thing that I love is like, I've been to like events where it's like the multiple girls have been hired, and I'm always that weirdo, completely sober in the fucking corner doing like the sprinkler and the lawnmower.
Talking about dinosaurs.
Yes, exactly. And everyone's always like, Kiara, what the fuck? And I'm like, look, at the end of the day, a lot of people never got to have the opportunity of childhood, or they don't get to live that now. So for me, with my clientele, I'm like, let's go to the circus. Let's go to an arcade. Like, you can do whatever you want. Like, if you want to climb a fucking tree, I will climb a fucking tree. Like, I'm all for letting your hair down and just having that experience and that bond with another person.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys that want stuff like that. Like there's a perception in the industry that like, oh, guys just want to see us and they just want to fuck. They don't care what our name is. They don't care how our day is. They just want to come in, smash, and then leave. Of course, there are some clients that are like that. Yeah. But a lot of them, like, I mean, there's lots of clients that I don't fuck that will come over and will like chat or like do other things or just go on dates with. Oh, actually, I reached a milestone with one of my clients that I have this one regular that's been seeing me. He usually books me for, this is like one of these clients that like we kind of just chill and we've never fucked. We've never done anything.
Never.
I've never even seen his dick for a whole year. I've been seeing him regularly for a whole year. Never even seen his dick. And the other day, after a whole year, we finally had sex for the first time.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Explain.
He just likes to hang out.
Yeah.
But what happened? What was the transition? Like, because he's established, that's fine. Like, we just hang out, we just chill, and it's like fun. And at what point, like, is he like, listen, we're fucking now?
So I was seeing him pretty regularly, like a few times a month for like almost a year. And then it had been like a couple of months or it had been maybe 3 months where we hadn't seen each other, which was very unusual. Like, we usually see each other a lot, but he had a lot going on with work. So we didn't see each other for a while for how we would normally see each other. So when we did see each other again, it had just been so long. And he was like super excited because he hasn't seen me in ages. And I was excited because I hadn't seen him in ages. And I think he just got really horny from not seeing me for so long. And I think he was just like, the time away was just like, yeah, I just want to fuck this girl,
Was he like married at first or something?
No, he was single.
Okay. And did he say, like, was he very clear at the beginning, like, hey, I don't want to have sex, I just want to like chill with you?
Yeah.
Or was it just...
Kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like the
cool.
sex with clients or with anyone in general, like the first time you fuck's a bit like, but then the longer you've known each other and the more the connection builds and the more intimate it becomes, the more like, if that makes sense.
No,
like,
100%. Yeah, you get to know what each other like. Yeah, you feel a little bit more like
and
trust
there's a
there.
connection with regulars. Like usually when someone, like I like to say, like, you know, like we let people be regulars. Like if I don't like someone, they're not going to be a regular of mine.
Fair.
I'm not going to regularly see someone who I just don't like.
Yep.
Like I'm not going to do that. So if I'm seeing this person regularly, it means that there is some connection there.
Yeah. I tell you what, my clients have fucked my dating life so bad. Because
why? Tell me.
They treat us like fucking princesses. Yeah. Are you serious?
And then you'll go on a date in the real
Here's
world.
just a few $1,000s. Here you go. You can buy yourself something nice.
Yeah, not even that. Like this week I went to the fucking circus for a meet and greet with circus performers and I was like, this is so fucking cool.
That is badass.
And then when I was in Thailand and dating, this guy's like, I just want you to sit in the corner and like I'll buy you food, but I'm just going to sit on TikTok and ignore you. And then after we can fuck.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like,
damn, not good.
I kind of need that princess treatment now.
Yeah, I was kind of, as you know, I was kind of half dating someone for a bit. And same thing.
I got a message from Kat the other day like, I need some help here. And I gave her some advice. And she's like, don't worry, already sorted it.
I know. I'm not going to get into too much detail about it, but
true.
Same thing happened, right? So like, my clients, it's just throwing money at me, gifts, holidays, blah, blah, blah. And then this guy was just like, basically like, hey, come over and fuck. And I was like, no, I'm sorry. That doesn't fly with me. Yeah.
And it happens so often. Like people are like, oh, but you are in the adult industry, so clearly you like to fuck, so why won't you?
Well, they think that's what I said. They think that's all we do.
I walked out on someone the other day.
Oh, a client?
No.
What happened?
Of a date?
Yeah. Not really. Okay, so it was a hate fuck, but...
Wait, what?
Tell us more. Do you knew this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a pretty bad story. I really hope no one in this circle is listening. Because I'm about to
I'm sure they are.
Some people's
but
secrets.
Let's fuck their day up.
So I met someone in Thailand and we were like kinda
Kinda.
seeing.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
I
Did you
wouldn't
meet in
say-
Thailand or you met back
Yeah, no,
home?
we met in Thailand.
Okay, and then you saw each other a bunch in Thailand.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
we were pretty like loved up at one point, and
Yeah.
then I was flying out to another country.
Yeah.
And it was my last day in Thailand. And this dude's like, come over. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I go downstairs. He's like, let's have a joint. We go out on the balcony. He's like, hey, how are you? And then he just disappears. So 10
How?
minutes.
From the balcony, he just disappears.
Disappears. 10 minutes goes by, 20 minutes goes by, 30 minutes goes by, 40 minutes goes by. And then
he
I'm
went
like,
out onto the balcony and he.
No.
She's on
He
the
left
balcony.
me on the balcony
Oh,
with a
okay,
joint. And I like go inside and he's got another dude in there and they're playing fucking video games.
Stop.
And I'm like, dude,
And you thought you were on a date.
it was my last night in Thailand.
Yeah.
And so for like a couple of weeks. So then I like turned around and I packed up my bag and I said, see you later.
Yeah.
And he goes, you know, Kiara, you're being really fucking rude right now. And I said, I'm being fucking
He's
rude.
like, I've got a friend over. Can you please?
Yeah. And then
Dare
he's
you
like,
embarrass me in front of my friends?
pretty much. And then,
Stop.
so out of like anger,
Yeah.
Oh, you fucked the friend.
No,
assistant. No, I didn't even get to fuck him. It was so bad. So like, I was like, I'm gonna hate fuck this assistant right now. That like I'm semi like. He's not really my type, but I would feel better about the whole situation knowing that I
Yeah.
could fuck someone. So I go up there and I'm like, start sucking this dude's dick. And he's like, show me how you perform on camera.
No.
And we're like
God.
30 minutes in and you just keep saying this shit. And I was like, I came up and I'm like, you know, I kind of just came up here for a bit of a quickie.
Is that what you said?
Yes. And I said, you know, it's really starting to feel like work.
Yeah.
And he's like, but you're not working. You're working for me. And I'm like, So then I'm
Cringe.
like, and I was like, fuck, I'm getting so dry. I don't have any lube on me. And so
Oh
I
my God,
started.
so
Do you know
You
what
need
you
to
do
be
need,
dry.
guys? You need some K-pops.
Oh, well,
So-
from what we've just heard, for you to be dry, that's some
That's a
feral
lot.
behavior.
So I was like, maybe if I suck his dick for another couple of seconds, like I'll get back to it. So I was
No.
like, started going. And then he's like, let's see how far you can go. Show me how deep you could do it.
I
And
hate when
I'm
they
like,
say that.
Well, if
That's
I'm
the
not,
biggest ick for
and
me.
especially if you're not getting paid and it's like, I hate fuck and I don't really want to hear anything
Yeah.
come out of your mouth. Like, I just want your penis. That's it right now. And so I had to sit there and I'm like, I gotta go.
Damn.
So I sat there and I started putting all my clothes back on and this cunt starts crying. And he's like,
He cried?
oh yeah.
You made him cry?
He cried. He was a crier.
Fuck.
He was like, Kiara,
Stop.
don't leave on a bad note. Like, we could have something
Oh.
beautiful. Just suck my dick for 5 more minutes. And I'm like, dude, I've been sucking dick for 45. I'm over it.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
So then I just left him crying in his
Damn.
room.
We were talking about the other day,
His
guys
face got wet
crying
at
during
least, I
sex.
His face, no, I didn't. He didn't fucking touch me. He didn't touch my pussy, nothing. It
Oh,
was me
selfish.
sucking his dick for 40 minutes. And I was like, yeah.
Damn.
You know what? I wouldn't have even done it for that long. After like a little bit, I would have been like, fuck this guy.
You committed to the hate fuck though. You're like,
I
I'm getting
was.
this done,
Yes. Then I had to kiss the other assistant.
yeah.
Dude,
Have you spoken
my
to the guy
mouth-
now? Or no? Like, does he know what happened? Because this only really counts as a proper hate fuck if he finds out. Like,
Well, he's
Okay.
going to after this podcast, hopefully.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Look,
that's true. Yeah.
He found out about, so it's really bad. I went to Singapore and his assistant happened to be doing a visa run. So like Singapore's a really romantic city. And like we had 3 days where it's like walking through gardens.
The gardens.
And then he took me to fucking Jurassic World at the fucking theme
That's your like
park.
perfect date.
It was. So
Yep.
then I
Oh,
get
you would've been
shit-faced. Oh, I was. I'm shit-faced at the Marina Bay Sands and I'm like making out with him and I'm like, just come fuck me, come fuck me. I'm like begging him at this point. He's like, Kiara, no. And I was like, fuck. So then I was like, maybe I'll just go back to the original. So then I was like, I'll book a flight back to where I was.
Yeah.
And then I went and caught up with the dude. And
The original guy.
yeah.
And
And
then what
then
happened?
one of the assistants,
Told him.
yeah, he
then
was
what
like,
happened?
oh, just so you know, I made out with Kiara Edwards in Singapore. I was like, you fucking idiot. So then,
So he got a bit upset. Did he
yeah,
cry
they
too?
stole
Did you
my
just make
fucking
everyone cry?
glasses. He stole my glasses for 3 days, the prick.
For 3 days. He gave me back after 3 days.
Yeah,
How
because
petty.
I had to have someone else text him on my behalf.
Jesus.
Yeah, but he blocked me on like Instagram and everything. Like
Okay.
there was a whole big thing. And then his friend tried to staunch me in the street.
I swear, guys these days are like women.
What is happening in your
Bro,
life?
Thailand, I'm telling you. He like comes up to me and he's like, you know when you see someone walking and you're like, oh, I know. Like
There's
I
something
didn't
going
even
on
know
there.
why they didn't
Yeah.
stop talking to me. But
Yeah.
someone walks up and they're going shh, 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 and then they take their headphones out and you're like, oh fuck, this is gonna tee off.
Yeah.
And I was like, g'day, how you going? And it fucked with him and he's like,
You were just like so nice.
him, fuck
No,
me.
you. I'm saying you
Oh
were so
yeah,
nice,
I
yeah.
was so nice. And then he comes up to me and is like, Jim, Jim.
What the fuck?
I just started laughing and walked off.
No.
And I'm like, this fucking idiot. Yeah.
Jesus
What kind of
Christ.
guys are these? Oh my god.
Influencers, man, I tell you. It was like an influencer group. Yeah. That's why I don't fuck with influencers.
I've got a question about Thailand.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you go and see the little pygmy hippo?
Yes! After you told me about it, that's why I went to Pattaya. Like, I
Okay,
literally
yes.
went just
Is
to
this
see the
that
fucking
Mood
Mood
Day?
Day.
Yeah.
Oh, oh my god! Yes, I'm
Yeah.
all about Mood Day. He keeps popping.
So
It's a guy,
cute.
right? Is it?
I think it's a
Is it a
dude,
boy?
yeah.
Is it? No, it's a girl,
I
is
don't
it?
fucking
Oh,
know.
I don't know.
It means like little piggy or something.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that's so cute.
Bouncy pork or something, right? Something like that. Yeah.
It was
So
it packed
cute.
when you went?
Yep.
And it's the
We were, like,
only
crammed in.
exhibit.
Did you want to see Mood Day as
Yeah,
well?
Yeah.
we're like crammed in. I'm
Aw.
like trying to take videos of this little thing. It was cute.
Yeah, because
it
I
was
think
cute.
we missed each other. I
By
think
like 3 days or something.
no, it was less than that. I feel like I
okay.
flew in the day you flew
Oh,
out.
gee. Okay, one day then. Yeah.
Unlucky.
I'm lucky. Yeah. What else did you do there? Did you go to the temple thing? No, you were just causing trouble, making out with assistants, making people cry. You were just causing trouble.
I went to ping pong shows.
Oh yeah.
Good, no?
Oh my god, I
Fun?
love them. Yeah, I get very involved.
You
I
get
like-
involved, you get
Did
up
you
there,
get
you're
up
like,
there
I'll
and
show
like,
you.
you made ping pong ball?
You think I haven't tried? They will not let me.
Can you shoot a ping pong ball out of your pussy?
I can blow bubbles.
what?
Yeah, don't. Yeah, I
Do you,
used to.
are you serious?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
So the
What do you mean
first
blow
time,
So you
bubbles?
queef into the little thing,
yeah.
basically.
So
You said that with such conviction. Oh my
the
god.
first time I went to Thailand, I was like still a stripper.
Yeah.
And I went to my first ping pong show. And then anytime my management used to get up me, I'd be like, I'll do what I saw at those ping pong shows. And it was my threat. But then I realized one day I might have to use that threat. So then I had to learn how to blow bubbles.
So you can. What do you mean blow a bubble? What,
So
you-
like you just
queef
get
into
the
the
little,
thing.
yeah, and you just
So do you know how little kids like they blow bubbles? You just do that
Yeah,
with your
you
pussy.
look at your pussy.
That
blows
is so
air out.
impressive.
yeah, I've been trying to. So when I was at the ping pong show recently, like I stand at the front, I tip every single girl as they fucking should be, and I like get up and I clap and then I catch all the shit. Like, and I'm always I volunteer for everything. I love it.
Because they spit balls and stuff out of there.
yeah, and you got to catch them.
How do they? Like, how do people
Have
even?
you tried this?
No, to be honest,
Maybe
I've
you got
never
a secret
tried.
skill. Maybe you can do it.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
There was a very famous when I was much younger. There was a very famous tabloid, and there was this stripper in Darwin, and she shot a dildo out of her vagina and it like hit the buck or something, and he ended up in hospital.
It was with that much force.
Imagine
oh
you
my
went to the
God.
hospital. They're like, "What's wrong?" You're like, "Well, I got hit by a flying dildo in my face."
So at this ping pong show, I'm sitting there and they're like, "Catch it." I'm like, "Okay." And they're like, "No, Kiara, no." In the bucket.
With your
and I'm
hands.
like, "Oh." No, I was
Sorry.
like, hands behind the back.
You are crazy. I love it.
Yeah. But I asked them, I offered to pay them to teach me, and they said, "We don't want you stealing our tricks."
Ah, you're taking all their business and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were like, "What are you going to do? Open one in Australia?" I'm like, "No, I just want it for parties."
Yeah, you just want to be.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them do it with like goldfish and shit when I was there.
With
See,
goldfish,
I haven't-
Yeah.
I
They
didn't-
put live animals
Yeah.
in their coochies.
Yep. They
Yeah.
spit them out. Yeah.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I haven't seen that show yet. I've
Yet.
yeah, I would
Oh
go.
my God.
I would go just for
I
the
could
like
not-
one off.
Putting a live animal in your coochie.
Yep.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And dude, when I went there, this was like fucking 7 years ago. I forget why I ended up on
You were
stage
there
naked.
like 7 weeks
Oh,
ago.
you
I didn't go to the
forget
ping
why
pong
you
show
ended
there.
up on stage naked.
Because they're like, we need a
Yeah,
volunteer,
right.
right? And I was with my brother, and he's like, this dickhead. And I was like, fuck it, all right, I'll go. I don't know what to expect. They take me backstage. They're like,
Get your clothes off.
And I was like, what? They just threw me down naked. And I was on the stage, and they were like rubbing me with stuff. I don't know. It was a bit weird.
God.
But yeah, fun times.
See, I
pong
love
shows.
the ping pong shows. Look, it's very Like, as a sex worker, I think I can really, really appreciate how hard their job must be.
And perfecting that craft.
And not only that, like, you sit in this room and you just see, like, it's kind of like going to the circus. Like, it's like there's people all the way around and people sit there and they're like, oh, disgusting, gross. And I'm like, I couldn't imagine if I had to work and someone was calling me gross and disgusting the whole time.
And especially when you put in thousands of hours of practice into this truly incredible craft.
You know that they like pop balloons and shit, right?
What do you mean?
They get darts and they go like this and they go.
They shoot darts out of their.
But is it really? I don't know if it's a look at
When
this.
we wrap this podcast up, I'm going to be upstairs grabbing shit.
We're going to be hearing ping pong balls getting thrown against the
I'm just
windows.
going to be, pass me something. I'm going to see if I can shoot it out of my pussy.
All right, we're going to follow up next week with Kat if she was able to. She goes to the hospital. She's like, I've got 3 ping pong balls stuck in my pussy. I can't get them out.
I used to
record the podcast next week.
There's a goldfish in there as well. I'm so sorry.
Goldfish stuck in my pussy. Sorry.
So there's this country. So in Rockhampton, I went to college in Rocky. And 10 years before I went to college, there was this girl and she was a stripper and triple X stripper. And she used to put...
What's a triple X stripper? What's the
so they
difference?
fuck themselves and shit.
Okay, yeah. Go on.
So it's like a live solo show.
Yeah, cool.
So she was on this pool table at a party and she put the pool balls up there because like that's one of the tricks girls do and they can pop out different balls. I don't know how the fuck they do it. Like hats off to them.
Yeah, there's multiple.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then they're like, we want the red balls. Like,
Yeah.
Fuck.
So anyway, she's doing this show in front of like 30 people. And I obviously was a child when this all went down, but she shut everywhere.
no.
And this is the hardest thing,
Brown
right?
ball.
Oh, you must so much.
You must be an omen. You're gonna go and I'm gonna be like
We're all
trying to
shitting
put,
ourselves,
I'm gonna be
yeah.
trying to push ping pong balls out of my pussy later, and then I'm just gonna accidentally shit myself. Because
Yeah.
a beautiful new artwork on your wall.
Yeah.
a lot of people shit themselves in your presence.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't there for this one, but the thing is, right, is no one's ever let her forget. Like
Oh, no.
every time
She's known as the.
she's known as the chick that shit on the pool table.
Oh, no.
And it's been like 30 years.
See, that's why if that ever happened, I would never speak to
Well,
these
you
people
have to
ever
throw out
again.
the pool table
Yeah.
as
Oh,
well. It's not like you
100%.
just clean the sheets. It's
No.
I got to get a new
Burn it
pool
all, never speak to anyone ever again, move
Yeah.
countries.
I would
In that
move.
order.
Yeah,
No.
I'd
She
move
still lives in
countries.
the same city and still
No,
does
fuck
triple
that.
X shows in the same city.
No, not
never.
happening.
Oh, but you
Yeah.
never know. That could have you'd probably
You
have
reckon
some.
it boosted her? They're like, oh, that girl.
Oh, the shit girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
suspense, maybe it happens again.
Some
You'd like
guys,
it.
after you do this job, you realize how filthy some guys actually are, and I
That's
feel
true.
like they'd be very into a girl that shit
Yeah,
herself.
maybe.
Have your guys' fetishes stayed the same?
No.
Mine have changed so much.
So I was talking to someone about this the other day, actually. My tastes and preferences have developed over time, but not I haven't really gotten to the point of fetishes yet, but I'm much more into like, I guess hardcore rough sex now than I used to be.
And you love fingering guys' assholes, okay? That comes up on
what, that
every
is a bit
fucking
of a
show.
fetish, actually.
100%.
I actually I did a doubles booking with one of my friends, a friend of the show, Coco, the other day. And the client, he's a regular client of mine, right?
Yeah.
So he's my client and then booked me and her.
Yeah.
And he knows I love a finger up the ass. And he was like, I think fucking us both in doggy. And then he had his finger up my ass. And then you just hear Coco, no, I don't like a finger up the ass.
There's not
me.
shared
And he's like,
consent.
oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I just assumed
Just
that
used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just assumed it. She's like, no, not me. That's Kat's thing. And I was like, oh,
It's
sorry.
hilarious.
All my clients know the go.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell him that was off the table.
Where are you at these days? We know you got like a dinosaur fetish, okay?
do.
We know
If
you
someone
may have a
dressed up
shitting
as like a
fetish.
T-Rex or something in the bedroom.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
Have you
what?
seen those outfits where they like blow up once and they got like a little fan inside? That's,
What do you
that
I'm
think
gets
sure
you
she
going.
has
masturbate
one.
to?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think me and my clients do in our bookings? We get dressed up as dinosaurs
Just
and we
imagining
wrestle.
the guy coming in with like a fucking.
Don't you make her wet?
Exactly.
Did I wear underwear today? Sorry about your couch.
Poor cat, please.
All right, where's your fetish status at these days? What are we
Well,
into?
I was thinking about it the other day and I was remembering
Yeah.
the first time someone ever paid me to pee in front of them.
Ah, okay.
Wait,
okay.
they did what?
They paid
them
me
or just in front of them?
in front of them into a toilet.
Okay.
It was like at some
Into a toilet.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
no.
it was at
was
a
watching you
party.
piss.
Yeah, it was $700. Best 700 I ever made. I was like maybe 19.
If anyone wants to pay me to pee into a toilet, okay, I'm in. Let me know.
Well, I remember thinking
Send me
back
an
in the
email.
day, right?
Yeah.
I was like, what kind of freak would be into this? And the
Now it's you,
closest
isn't
it
it?
is.
Yeah.
Oh, I love peeing on people.
Yep.
I don't know what it is. And so now
Everyone we get on the show loves peeing
I
on
feel
people.
like there's a progression. Yeah, you've hit the P stage.
We've had so
Yeah.
many guests on the show that absolutely love pissing on
Exactly.
people.
I
Yeah.
wish that I could pee on more people. So it all started right. I used to go to clubs and get fucked up, like fucked up. And then I'd just take an empty glass into a toilet, pee in it, and then I'd bring it out and egg people on to drink it.
Then you always your piss.
At the strip clubs.
Yeah, maybe.
No, I definitely disclosed
You can
before I had a
taste
sip.
what, like,
Plus, it's warm.
yeah. And I
And
feel like it would
probably,
have
like,
a pea
salty. Yeah.
taste.
Yeah. So, and you know what? A lot of people are fucking in. You don't realize how many people are into it until
Oh,
you
no,
admit.
I think I realized, yeah.
Why do you feel like you're so into it? Have you thought about that? You're like, why do I like peeing on people?
I think when I was in my early 20s, I thought I was a really submissive person.
Hmm.
Whereas I'm a very, like, sensual but dominating person.
Okay.
And I think
Yeah.
it's like, I think it's just like an act of service. Like, I like you so much, I'm willing to let you piss on my face or my mouth.
Oh, and you like getting peed on. Sorry, I thought you liked
No,
doing
I like peeing on
Oh, okay,
them.
but you're saying they appreciate it so much for you to do it. Okay, I'm with you. Okay, yep.
They're like, she's so hot, I would let her pee in my mouth. I'm like,
That's what pretty much, I think that's what a few of the other girls have said
Yeah.
as well. It's like, wow, I'm that hot that I can pee on you.
And you'll mention this about like guys eating you out after they've come. It's like they like me so much.
Or eating my
Yeah.
period.
Yep.
Yeah, so same thing, but not with. I have pee fright, so I can't do the pee stuff. But if they'll eat their cum
She's
at me,
like
or
a tap running. Yeah. So,
yeah, that's a
it's
test of
complicated.
love right there. If you'll eat my period and
Okay.
eat your cum out of me, it's like, oh yeah, I'm that. You think I'm that hot?
it gives me so much. I remember the first and only time I've let a guy go down on me with my period.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, no, Kiara, I'm so fucking into it. And I was like, okay, we got to turn all the lights off.
Mm-hmm.
So I turn all the lights off. He's like using his hands, using his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And you know when you're sitting there and you're like, I just can't. And I can't get over this.
Oh, you're just two in your head about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I turn the light on.
Oh, was it like Halloween?
Handprints on the wall, like blood all over the face, and I'm like, I could never do this again.
Damn. It was worse than the shit.
So much. Oh,
Maybe not.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay.
It's kind of like it was an equal thing.
Okay.
I felt more disgusted. Yeah, I don't know. I felt disgusted in myself when I had a guy. When I filmed with fucking Johnny Sins, he was so angry at me.
I would let Johnny
What
Sins
hell?
pee
What
on me for
happened?
sure.
No. He
Why
came.
did he get angry?
He
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, I don't like cum." Blah blah blah.
He doesn't
Okay, wait,
like
can you
cum.
speak a bit
Yeah.
louder into the
Oh
microphone?
yeah.
Yeah,
of
she's
course.
being sexy. I'll
Sorry.
turn it up.
The little,
Keep it
ooh.
up.
No, it's not for me. It's just for the video. If the guest
Yeah.
talks
No,
too
listen,
soft, then you
I'll
can't hear
turn
it.
you up. You can still talk sexy.
Okay.
All right, go
Perfect. So we were filming
I don't
together.
have headphones on. It's for the video.
for it. Oh, you
Yeah.
can. What do you mean?
So when our guests talk too softly, we're really loud, and then the guest is really
No,
soft.
but I turned her up so she's
It's
loud.
not about the hearing. It's about
the recording.
Won't pick it up.
No,
So-
but it will because I turned her mic up.
oh, like the sensitivity.
Yeah,
of-
yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah,
Yep.
sweet.
Yeah. So I'm filming with Johnny Sins and like we finished the hottest fucking scene I think I've ever done. We were like in this locker room shower. I'm like flexible as shit. So like everything's going everywhere. And he comes over my face and I just run up to him and just kiss him. And he's like, on video, you just see his face go,
Oh, he doesn't like his own cum.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a
a
big
lot
fan
of
of
men
that.
don't.
What, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, that's a turn off for me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, no, I want men to be. They have to eat their cum out of me.
Nah,
Yeah.
see, that's too much. That's
They
too
come
much.
mixed with my period inside me, and they got to suck it all out. Yeah,
No, not happening.
absolutely.
You guys are fucking gross, okay? Filthy,
That's a
disgusting.
test of love right there.
No, you guys are disgusting, okay? Gross. I'd know.
Okay,
Do you
but
know
if you
what?
come in
It'll
a
be-
girl's mouth, will you kiss her? If she swallows it, obviously,
Yes.
like the cum's gone.
That's probably my limit. Like, if she swallows, I will kiss it. But if she's like got it all in her mouth, she's like, give me a kiss. No, fucking
You're not
go
into
wash that
snowballs?
shit out. Ew.
No snowballs for you, huh?
No, fucking, no, not happening. But who knows? Maybe that'll change. Maybe next time you're on, I'll be like, hey, listen.
I can
I'll
come
do-
in your mouth and you can spit it into mine. It'll
Yeah.
be fine.
Yeah.
The fans will love it. Spotify might not, but
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, but yeah, we'll see.
I've still been trying to get Mark to take a finger up the arse, and he still hasn't.
Yeah, no.
really?
Yeah. Let's just listen. Maybe one day, but I just don't see any appeal in it whatsoever.
I know my
you
own
haven't
husband
tried
won't
it.
take a finger up the ass.
Yeah, sorry.
There's a golden rule. This is my golden rule, right? You got to try everything 3 times.
Yeah.
Oh, see, there you go. I was going to say just one time, but there
But
you
I
go.
feel, like,
Kiara
I,
saying
feel
3
like
times.
I feel like sometimes you just know, you know?
I don't
No.
know.
Yeah, sometimes you just know. Yeah. Like, hey, you should try jumping off a bridge. You should do it 3 times. Like, I just know. I won't enjoy the bridge jump. It's not going to happen.
You might.
Probably not. But we'll see. Maybe,
say
listen,
never.
every episode she tries to get me to take a finger up the ass. So we'll see. Maybe,
It would have been an
maybe
episode if
something.
I didn't mention it. Do you
Do
know
you
how
know-
many clients I have listened to this and they book me solely for the purpose of experiencing my finger up their ass?
Do you know
That's
what
true.
we should do? We should do like a competition with Mark and be
Here we
like,
go.
if you lose, you got to have our fingers up your ass.
Okay.
Trust me,
What's
many guests before you have tried.
Yeah, everyone tries. This is the segment
all
of trying to
try,
take
yeah.
the finger up the ass. Yeah. I don't think it's going to happen. But good luck. Good luck.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Happy days.
Thank you
Where
for
can-
coming on again. If anyone
Yeah.
enjoyed this episode, you can actually go back to, I can't remember what episode
It's
it was.
episode 34. I'm joking. I don't remember.
Okay. I want to say it was like in the teens. I think it was really early on in our season 1. But
Yeah.
yeah, so you can listen to the first time we had Kiara Edwards on, and she talks a little bit more about her journey and things in the first time we
Yeah.
had her on.
I'm glad you're back from retirement. Where can people find you?
Yeah. If people want to piss on you, no, have you piss
have
on
me
them.
piss
Sorry.
on
Yes.
If anyone wants to drink your piss,
Or
how
hear
can they
more of
do
these
that?
stories, or
Dress
share
up
some
as a dinosaur.
pasta.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do
Good
we have
old
any
circus.
dinosaur lovers?
Anyone that wants to go on a dinosaur date,
Yep.
I will be there with bells on, probably give a discount.
It's like free,
So you can find me on OnlyFans, Scarlet Blue, Instagram, Kiara Edwards XX, and Twitter, Kiara Edwards XXO.
Perfect. And we'll put all of those in the description.
Yeah.
So, happy days.
Thanks for
All
coming on.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for
Good
having
having you
me.
here. All right. See you. Bye.
Bye.
Circumcised is what?
It's just I feel like I'm gonna actually fucking rip their dick off.
What?
Like
Hang on.
if they're
Explain to me,
cut, I
please.
feel like I'm gonna pull their dick off.
Oh, okay. There's no like protection there.
No, my bed's just.
You feel like you're going
It's
to
too
rip.
wet.
So if
Okay.
they're uncut, you feel like you're going to rip their dick off.